Washington back after missing the game the other night. Steve Kerr hopes to get some consistency with a Knick comeback win. Now it's the Mavs and Warriors from San Francisco. Golden State 9-4 at home. They have struggled, though, to win close games. That's a big reason why they're 500. Green misses the opening shot, and Flagg with the rebound. Mavs playing on Christmas Day for the 6th straight year. They lost a year ago to Minnesota, knocked away by Moody. 10 to shoot. Of course, Jason Kidd on the other side. His 5th year as the head coach back in the Bay Area where he grew up. Davis with a shot clock at 2 off the side of the rim.
Got one of the best 75 players of all time and one of the top 15 coaches in NBA history.
Got the mismatch with Post on Nembhard. Now to back him down, turns and gets it to roll home.
Good recognition. Again, if you're going to put Najee Marshall chasing Steph Curry, there's going to be a mismatch somewhere else.
Nembhard puts it on the deck. Now Davis drives and the floater off the mark. And 0 for 2 start for AD. And Green able to snatch that one. Ahead to Curry in transition. Moody on the spot up. And Flagg another defensive rebound, but stripped by Butler. Out of bounds. We're here at Chase Center. This will be the only trip for the Mavs and former Warrior Klay Thompson to San Francisco. We'll see Thompson soon coming off the bench. Draymond Green fouled. First free throws of the game coming up. A report on him. He also earlier today visited with Ernie Johnson and the crew. It was interesting what he was talking. Still very close, and there's still great hope that Thompson will finish his career one day back here in San Francisco. We're being told he's not on the bench right now. He was out here for warm-ups. Drive and score by Cooper Flagg. The first points for Dallas. He is so good with his left hand.
He loves the left hand. He's more comfortable there. Jason Kidd talked to us that he mentioned to him, hey, that's going to be the scouting report now.
Bad turnover, Curry, and an easy basket on the other end for Washington. Curry, long 2. And until last year, when he had 38 points and 8 threes, he had struggled on Christmas Day. In fact, his three-point shooting is the worst on December 25th. It's the worst day of his career. You look at the other days, he's been much better than that. For whatever reason, he has struggled for the most part on December 25.
He's a homebody, he's a family guy, but it's a little bit of a problem because the Warriors play virtually every Christmas.
And while the Mavs have hit 3 shots in a row, and they take the 2-point lead. Skip by Draymond Green to Butler, gets past Davis, and Davis got the block, but it ends up in the hands of Post for his second field goal.
Nice recovery by AD, but no box out behind him.
Nembhard on the pull-up, blocked by Moody. Curry return pass to Green. Finds Post on the spot up, and too strong on the 3. Green tracks down the offensive rebound. Post misses a second time. And great hustle by Moody.
Both ends of
3 minutes in, game tied at 6 apiece. Post has 4 to lead Golden State. 3 different Mavericks with baskets. Washington, Flagg, and Nembhard. Davis driving, spinning, ball away, no good. And controlled by Post. Draymond directing traffic. And on the cut, checking in for the first time, I should say, is Brandon Williams. At some point, the expectation is that Kyrie Irving will be back at point guard for the Mavericks for his ACL early March. Kidd told us before the game they should have an update on where his progress is sometime in January. Empty possession for the Mavs. They're 3 for 8. Golden State 2 for 9. Curry fouled on the 3, and he'll shoot 3.
NBA history from a percentage standpoint on the line.
And 91% this.
5 games at the end of November. Hey, 37 years old, going to be 30. Spurs back-to-back in San Antonio, and he was magnificent 2 days apart.
Speaking of the Spurs, how about what they're doing right now? They're just 2 games back of Oklahoma City now. At one point, 10 days ago, we were talking about the Thunder going to get the all-time record.
They're going to win 80 games. Yeah, it changed pretty quickly in 12 days.
Of course, the Warriors hold the record, 73. Curry, 4-3, no good.
Dave, I'd like to say there's excellent defense being played, but there's just poor shooting.
Although that's a good shot. Davis with the easy dunk. Williams, good drive and dish. Curry 0 for 2. 3 points, all coming at the free throw line moments ago. Max Christie working defensively against Butler, who's doubled and finds post. Post 3, no good. The Warriors 0 for 6 from behind the arc.
That's what Quentin Post is on the floor to do, to space it and to make those threes.
That was a pass by Christie, but couldn't connect with Davis. No three-point attempts yet for the Mavs. No free throws either. Backdoor cut by Butler, and he can't finish, but he got shoved by Cooper. For Andrew Wiggins from the Miami Heat, and boy, was he good, and so were the Warriors. They were a different team, PJ.
Number 7 seed, they knock out Houston, who people kind of forgot just how well Houston was playing last year. And then, of course, injuries, as they often are, a huge part of playoff losses.
Yeah, Curry hurt his hamstring in game 1. They won that game and then lost the next 4 to the Timberwolves, who ended up losing then to the Thunder and eventually won the championship. Davis in the paint, and a reach and foul half of this season due to injury.
Yeah, it's still low. It would be scary to see this team with the healthy gap.
And 12 when he doesn't. A kid told us before the game, when we're healthy and we're going to get there, we can just get into the play-in tournament. No 1 seed or 2 seed wants to see us in the first round of the playoffs. Payton, wraparound pass. Reverse layup is good by Moody.
GP2 with the beautiful pass. You need to say the same thing. Nobody's going to want any part of Golden State either if they're healthy and get into the play.
Draymond has finished. Draymond has had 13 combined turnovers here, and Steve Kerr has challenged Draymond and Steph to combine for 5 turnovers.
But the challenges of coaching a team that's dealing with recognition.
Tell them they can't do. So it's never easy as a coach, no matter how respectful you are. You see it through a different perspective than the player sees it himself.
Free throw's good for Brandon Williams. The first foul shots of the game for Dallas. Foul was on Curry. Three-pointer no good for Moody, and the Warriors are 0 for 7 from 3 to start the game. They lead the league in made threes at about 16 per contest. Williams long 2. Good. And Dallas ties the game midway through the opening quarter.
And Dallas conversely hardly shoots any threes at all. They're 27th in attempts. So you got a team that loves to shoot them and one that hardly shoots them ever.
Moody drains that one. It's the first 3 for either team. Dallas hasn't even taken one yet.
Thank you, Moses. Nice of him to listen in on our conversation.
Career year so far for Moody. 11 points and about 40% from 3. Williams leaning in, bumped by Podziemski. And when Brandon Williams comes into the game, he looks to it. Take a look at our upcoming national TV schedule. Prime Video 16 of 30 from 3, so he still loves to shoot in this building.
Well, he loves the rims everywhere, but very good here and at Oracle.
With more on Clay, let's check in with Malika.
Well, Dave, did you happen to notice that, whoa, as we see a huge dunk there from Trace Jackson Davis, did you happen to notice that Steph Curry, playing in his first Christmas Day as a shoe-free agent, has a little homage to his former Splash brother on his feet? He is playing in Klay Thompson's.
In the different buildings. It was Devin Booker's shoe, and he played in your hometown in Phoenix recently. And again, Malik.
And Davis missed them both. Rough start. 1 of 4 from the floor and 1 of 4 at the foul line.
AD shooting 74% this year, Dave. He's a 79% career free thrower. That doesn't compute.
Almost a turnover by Golden State. And then an offensive foul on Curry is 5-minute mark, opening quarter. Here's Thompson, his first attempt, off target. D'Anthony Melton, nice pass. Jackson Davis, great recovery by Davis. That's 2 shots he's altered now, right at the rim. Pick and roll on the switch. Al Horford is back after missing the last 7 games, dealing with sciatica. And then the 3 from the corner is good from Max Christie to tie it up. First three-pointer for Dallas today. Floater from Melton, no good. Melton gets the loose ball. Curry bumped and fouled. He'll shoot two. Christie.
He's been a very reliable deep threat for them, and they're certainly happy to have him back on board.
Daniel Gafford checking in. Anthony Davis checking out of the game.
How you doing? Good to see you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, my boy.
Yeah, C-Mart.
Yes, sir. Just 1, 2, 3.
What's up? Merry Christmas.
Hey, congratulations. I haven't got to
Thank
see
you very much. I know. It's nice to meet you.
Pajemski with the lob to Jackson Davis, and the Warriors up 4. Largest lead for either team here in the opening quarter.
Trace Jackson Davis has been very active, cutting to the basket.
Christie with the bank shot. We heard Cooper Flagg a moment ago, mic'd up today. He talked recently about the joy of getting a chance to play on Christmas as Horford knocks down a three-pointer. Cooper Flagg is the second youngest player ever to play on Christmas, behind LeBron James, who back in 2003 was 18 years old when he scored 34 points against Orlando. As Gafford scores inside. Flagg so far here in the first quarter, 2 points and no assists. His team down 3. Blocked by Thompson on the Melton shot. It will stay with the Warriors.
You know, it was interesting. You saw Cooper Flagg. He walked by his official in the NBA. Young guys do well to learn who the officials are. What
you did that. You added some other words in there when you said hello to official.
Well, I renamed them different things. I didn't like always their given names, so I attached different names to them.
You have your own nickname. Now, Steve Kerr calls you Sunshine.
It's because I was always such a positive influence in San Antonio on him and Danny Ferry.
You're part of that great championship staffs. Christie, long two, swishes through for Max Christie, who's off to a hot start. 3 for 3 from the floor.
May not have been one of the principals in the trade, but a very, very good addition for Dallas.
Play on a couple looks coming off away pin downs, but you got to keep playing with pace, putting their elephants in the action and trying to create advantage.
Al Horford got going there late at the end of the first quarter, but they stayed in this one at the free throw line. 11 attempts, that's the most in a first quarter for them this season. How do you defend a little better without fouling?
Just got to show our hands. I had a silly one with Steph when he cuts to the basket, just ran into him. So we just got to be smarter. That's what they do a good job, especially Jimmy. He gets to the line and it's keeping them in the game. Obviously, they're winning, so we gotta stop fouling.
Max, I appreciate the time. Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Guys, back to you.
And Malika plus 5 points at the free throw line for Golden State, plus 15 on the three-point line for the Warriors. With 2 to shoot, hoisting and missing is Marshall. Just the 3rd attempt from three-point range for Dallas.
Not a good offensive possession for the Mavs to start the quarter.
Draymond Green looking for his first field goal, no good. It's amazing to think the Warriors had a 40-point first quarter, and neither Green nor Butler nor Curry had a basket.
Incredible. 21 bench points to 19 points for the starters for the Warriors.
Marshall starts the scoring here in the second quarter.
It's 9 points for the starters. The bench game.
Al Horford's first miss. He was 4 of 4 from 3 in the first quarter, tying a season high for most threes in a game. On the backdoor, Curry and Green not on the same page. A turnover by Steph Curry. Nembhard off the bounce, got it to go. They have 2 guys on the floor now that were undrafted. Marshall and Nembhard, they're both
I said my bad. That was Steph's mistake.
10 minutes played, 2 turnovers by Curry, 0 for 2 from the floor. He does have 5 points. Here's Green, blocked. Great play that time by P.J. Washington. Marshall with the step through, and it's 6 in a row for the Mavs.
Mavs love to run. The Warriors not normally so, and there's the defense fueling that transition offense.
Curry, best look yet, and still can't hit. No field goals for Curry, and none for the Warriors here in the quarter. After they had 12 in the opening frame, 6 of those were threes on the baseline. Nembhard, no good. Batted out to Curry. Looking to push, but Dallas gets back. Curry driving, lefty scoop, way off the mark. Curry 0 for 4. Marshall pulls up in the lane and scores. Najee Marshall averaging a career high 13 points per game.
Good recognition in transition. It was a 5-on-4. Steph never got back after getting knocked down.
And Curry tripped. That's the
in the league.
PJ, there's been a lot of talk about him starting at point guard the first 7 games. Jason Kidd then moving him to the forward spot. Do you think that held him back or held the team back in any way?
No, I don't think so. I think it was, there's another turnover, by the way, a good defensive deflection.
Anthony Davis.
Looked like they were working on in between the knee and the groin area all the way up and down Anthony Davis's right leg. He stayed on the bench for a while. A couple of teammates, coaches came to check on him. He gave them the thumbs up, but ultimately checked in with the trainer, said, do you want to go back to the locker room? He said, yes. I saw him walk back, gentlemen. I'm standing outside now. He had no limp. I'll keep you updated as we learn more here, Dave.
Thanks, Malika. He was injured in the first half of his Christmas game last year when he was a Laker against these Warriors, hurt his ankle. And then after the trade to Dallas, he had a win with a 3-pointer on the other end. The first basket for Golden State's big 3. And a foul on Moody on the other end, and Flag can't pay it off with a basket inside. He is 1 for 3 from the floor, just 2 points in his Christmas debut.
Stars have been MIA so far for both teams.
Curry can't get it to fall. 0 for 5 for Curry and 0 for 3 from 3. Martin comes away with it all the way to the cup and banks it home. It's a 5-point game.
Nice job by Caleb Martin coming up with the loose ball and then deservingly gets the finish.
Post has the mismatch on the smaller Nimhard. Curry catch and shoot. Got it. First field goal of the day. It's 7:27 on the clock. Marshall having a terrific second quarter. All of his points coming in this frame. 8 of them. Moody driving. Wild shot. Looked like Moody created the contact. Golden State 10 of 11, now 11 of 12 at the free throw line. Time now for DraftKings Sportsbook Player Pulse.
In between free throws.
Jackson Davis, Melton, Pajemski, Butler in the game. Golden State by 8. 5 minutes gone by in the second quarter. Still no sign of Anthony Davis on the Dallas bench. Flag inside, gets it to roll home for his second basket. Flag started the play at Duke and now back to the power forward position.
Yeah, I just think that Jason Kidd wanted to see him with the ball. He's so good with the ball, and the matchups, smaller people can't control him. When he puts it on the floor and goes to the basket, his ball stays with that.
As Flag turns it over that time, trying to drive the paint. Pajemski loves Butler with the throwdown. First field goal for Jimmy Butler. It comes on the Warriors' 12th assist of the first half. Brandon Williams misfire on the scoop. Butler will put it up over Gafford and hit the 3.
I think we'd be midway through the second quarter saying Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler's first field goals of the game.
And back-to-back buckets now for Jimmy Buckets to push the lead to 11 again. Golden State led by 12 at the end of the quarter. Max Christie lost the handle. Shot clock down to 3. Marshall with 1 has to put it up. Leaning in, gets it to go. It's a 2. His foot was on the line.
He was trying to get fouled and ended up making the shot anyway.
All 10 of his points coming this quarter. He leads Dallas in scoring. Mavs come into this game a game out of the 10th spot. 7 through 10 are in the play-in tournament. Golden State right now would be in the play-in. They're currently 8th in the West. We are almost halfway through the regular season. Game 32 for Dallas. Game 31 for Golden State. Empty possession for the Mavs. Pajemski, another lob. This time to Moody. Tough angle, but Moody puts it in.
It was a tough angle. That was a heck of a catching shot by Moses Moody.
Flag attacking. Goes to that left. Normally that's good. He's money with that left hand off of penetration, but he misses there. Jackson Davis inside, and the Warriors up 13. It's the Lakers and Rockets. Former Maverick Luka Doncic listed as questionable to play as Brandon Williams gets to the rim. Doncic's last game with Dallas a year ago was on Christmas. He got hurt against Minnesota, never played for the Mavs again. Made his debut with the Lakers in February, led them to the postseason. Melton with the push shot. Just the fourth unassisted basket for Golden State in this first half. Gafford on the catch, hits the floor, lost his balance, and it's a 5-on-4 for Golden State. Flag steps in front, got fouled by Melton after he got the deflection. No basket by Moody.
And right there.
4 points, 3 rebounds, no assists for Flag so far in his Christmas Day debut. Kicks it out to Williams. Now we'll try to help him with a screen and back away. Williams past his man, and the help comes from Jackson Davis, who got the block. Dallas still has just 1-3-9 for Golden State. A big reason, obviously, why they're up 13 with 3.5 to go in the half.
That and the free throw line and offensive boards.
Way off Melton. Flag another rebound, his fourth. Flag averages 19 points per game. Second among rookies behind Han Knippel. And Flag got that one to fall. His third bucket.
Buckets have all been inside. I'll tell you what, Steve Kerr is getting excellent production from the 5 spot. Trace Jackson Davis and Al Horford.
Alley-oop to Jackson Davis. From Brandon Pajemski with his 4th assist. Flag hangs and finishes. He's starting to get it going now. Up to 8 points here in the first half.
He's living in the paint, and there's really not a true shot blocking presence out there.
2-point night against Utah earlier this month, most ever by an 18-year-old in NBA history. 63 Warrior points, almost half have come from the reserves. 29 bench points.
Steve Kerr's got to be loving what he's getting off the bench.
Cooper Flag with his 3rd basket in the last minute. He's in double figures now with 10. 2 minutes to go.
2 minutes in the half.
So Flag and Marshall with 10 apiece to lead the way for Dallas. 12 for Horford off the bench to top Golden State. Second chance opportunity after the Melton miss. Moody, go!
He's not going to get him.
10 threes now for the Warriors. More second chance points. 14-2 favoring Golden State as Gafford sneaks inside to get the layup.
He snuck around Brandon. He's got to defend better than that.
Butler looking to drive on Flag. Gets past the rookie. Knifes through the lane. Out to Pajemski. It's good on a 3. 69 first half points for Golden State. Melton commits the foul at
Good to go for the rest of this road trip as well. And I asked Jason Kidd, okay, what is the game plan now? And he said, Cooper Flag, go baby, go.
And Flag had 12 first half points.
And the road has not been good for the Mavs, Dave. 3-9 away from Dallas.
Well, Flag responding to Jason Kidd needing him to step up here, and he's got 14 points now, a game high. 12 for Moody. Steph Curry has 3 field goals now. He's got 12. It's interesting. They were plus 16 with Steph on the bench in the first half and minus 3 with him on the floor.
Well, the bench really performed, particularly Pajemski and Al Horford.
Flag for 3. That is the one area he has struggled as a rookie.
Versatility.
Meanwhile, that basket for Steph Curry, PJ, on the last possession as Curry gets to the rim again. He now is at 26,002 points for his career, the 22nd player in NBA history to reach that plateau.
He's one of those great players that you say the numbers, you don't think about it. You know, we talked about that in the open. 26,000 NBA points. Max Christie with the high percentage finish inside.
Kevin Garnett to move into 21st on the all-time scoring list. Green for 3, spins out. kept alive by Butler. Curry, in and out. He had made 4 in a row from the floor after an 0 for 5 start. Prior to that miss right there. Nembhard, great defensive play by Curry, knocking it away. Foul. Steph immediately signaled to the Warriors bench to challenge that. Perhaps he thought he was fouled, and they can look at that to see if there was a foul proximate to the play, even though there you could see it clearly went out of bounds off of Curry.
And because it was Steph, Steve challenged it. Didn't even bother looking at the bench behind it. When the main guy says challenge, unfortunately, as a coach, sometimes you have to go along with that.
Both teams out of challenges. Looked like Cooper Flagg got a piece of that. Flagg with a block to go with 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 14 points in his Christmas debut at 19 years old, 4 days. Christie inside. Looked like he maybe created contact with Curry. He was slow to get up. But coming back into your frame. Curry's missed 9 games this season. Had a quad injury earlier this month, but after that is averaging 31 points per game in December. Shot clock down to 3. Post. Missed the layup. That was a good pass by Green.
Very good pass.
Marshall fouled as he drove through the lane. Groin injury suffered in the second quarter. Nembhard too strong. They're 1 for 7 from 3. Tough pass, but eventually Green got it to Butler, who scores inside.
Still going to give Dre half a turnover on the pass.
Lead is 15 for the Warriors, their largest of the day. Another miss from deep. That one from Marshall.
Dave, you know, it's another way. Obviously, they miss Kyrie enormously, but three-point shooting is another big factor. You talk about his ball handling, all the other things he does. Excellent three-point shooter.
About 10 months removed from the ACL injury as Cooper Flagg drains a 3, his 28th made triple this year. Jason Kidd told us before the game that expect sometime in January an update on Irving's progress, but he said he's feeling great physically and mentally.
One of only 3 #1 draft picks that Dallas has.
Which is wild. Only 4 times in NBA history a team's had that. Post 3 no good. Dallas ball. Marshall in transition into Draymond Green and a blocking foul.
Oh, the block.
Cat, I'm telling you, this is going to be a special season for New York. Man, I'm hyped. We got something
within striking distance. Despite the poor 3-point shooting, just 2 made threes, one by Christie in the first quarter and then by Flagg moments ago. The Mavs within striking distance. Curry from deep, no good. He's 4 for 11, 1 for 6 from 3. Williams racing up the court. Good defense by the Warriors. They are a very good defensive team, 3rd in the league. Washington, who's had a quiet day, got deep and scores his second basket.
Washington Jr.
7-0 run. The Mavs back within 10. Curry working on Christie, drive and kick. Pajemski spot up short. Curry got the board and fouled on the putback try. What a smart play by Curry. Sensed the contact.
I didn't think they were planning on Steph necessarily going to the boards, but again, they've done a good.
Having a good 5-minute conversation about crashing, not crashing.
Offensive boards. I'll tell you what. You watch the East. Particularly the Boston Celtics and the New York Knicks, they're making a living crashing the boards.
It's helped Golden State in this game 16-2, outscoring Dallas in second chance points. Flagg fires that one towards midcourt with a shot clock down to 3. Pull up Brandon Williams. Banks at home.
Are we giving Coupe an assist on that?
Just the 3rd 3-point basket, but Dallas gives up a layup on the other end to Gary Payton.
From Stephen Curry.
Williams over Draymond Green with the long 2. 5 quick points for Williams.
Doing what he does best, and as you referenced it, they're hanging around.
Curry against Klay Thompson. Good passing. Payton to Green, but it all started with Curry. 23 assists. Make that 24 on 30 made baskets. Flag downhill. Out to Christie. Midway point of the third quarter. Flag with 17 points. A game high. Goes to the left with the scoop and hit.
Could have been an and one, too. He got pushed a little bit. You know, to finish your point, Dave, 11 assists on the first 11 three-pointers made by Golden State.
Curry in a congested area gets Podziemski the ball, and he turns it over. 8th giveaway by Golden State. Christie up the court. He can't hit with the left hand. Mavs have it down to single digits at 9, but they couldn't get it to 7. Curry working on his splash brother, got inside of him, and he goes to the left hand and banks it home. And right, go to the left hand when they were playing those games.
Tell you what, Steph underneath, not so much today. We got the foul.
Luka
after game 1.
And Malika Andrews just let us know that Luka Doncic is officially available for that game tonight. So welcome back, Luka Doncic. What do you make of the Lakers and what you've seen from them so far this year?
Well, the easy cop-out is how healthy, how much LeBron plays. I'm telling you what, I like Boston Celtic. Al Horford now playing for Golden State, but I'm not sure. I think they've done very, very well so far. To me, it's still early, and the supporting cast is really going to have to step.
Thought would be near the top of the West, but right now it looks like Oklahoma City and San Antonio. 4 minutes to go here. 11-point game. 3-pointer from Richard goes down for the rookie out of Florida. Just celebrated his 23rd birthday yesterday.
Was playing so well earlier in the year when he was in the rotation for Golden State.
39 bench points for Golden State. Meanwhile, Washington a basket on the other end. You mentioned Horford. He's got 14 points in 7 minutes off the bench in his first game in 3 weeks.
Steve Kerr's not going to be happy with this team's defense here in the third quarter. They're basically trading buckets, and that's not going to get it done.
Podziemski shaken up. And Cooper Flag of the Mavericks is wired for...
I know, that's the right play. What you got, PJ? What up, bro? Chilling. Help me, help me, help me.
That's the one you look bad on Christian.
I appreciate it. It's gone?
Yeah, it's gone. You got it. You got it.
And PJ pointed this out earlier. Steph Curry, when he hits his birthday in March, will be twice Cooper Flag's age. And we talk about LeBron James, who, by the way, will turn 41 years old in 5 days. But now Steph Curry's going to be 38 in March and still going. He was a second-team All-NBA player last year. And Cooper Flag has been, I don't know if he's been the best rookie when you look at offense, because
Quarter, we're from the paint. What sort of emphasis are you trying to place?
Man, we're just trying to get out in transition and run. I think the biggest important is getting stops on defense, and we getting out. We're trying to take high percentage shots, so yeah.
I'm glad you brought up the defense because you're a defensive-minded guy. You all are 6-10 in clutch games. What does your defensive identity need to be down the stretch?
Man, it's got to be discipline. I think that's the biggest thing, not fouling and just knowing personnel out here. So we're trying our best, and I think we're doing a great job at it right now.
AYP, know your personnel. I appreciate you, D'Anthony. Good luck. Guys, back to you.
All right, Malik, well, they just gave up a dunk after giving up 31 points in that third quarter.
Yeah, I'll tell you, they just didn't get it done. Dallas, we talk about 50, 40, 90. Dallas was 55, 50, 100 in the third quarter. That kind of defense is not going to get it done.
Richard hit a 3 at the end of the third. Can't get one here to start the fourth, and a loose ball foul called on Quentin Post. A turnover as Payton gets the interception. Moody fires, misses a 3. Flag, the second youngest player to start on Christmas. LeBron James, about 5 days short of his 19th birthday, at 34 points back in 2003 against Orlando. Flag has that one spin out. He is 10 for 15 from the floor. Dallas within 9. Curry 18 points, a team high, but just 1 of 6 from 3. Richards' pass almost stolen. Green did a nice job to shield Flag from that ball. Payton's three, no good. Flag with his 5th rebound.
Going to need more from Steph Curry this quarter if you're a Golden State fan.
Just 5 for 13 overall from the floor. 18 points for Curry, right about his Christmas Day average. Playing for the 12th time on Christmas. Nembhard double. Great defense, Green. They force a turnover. Payton in the open floor. Challenged by Flag. So he leaves it for Richard for 2.
Cooper Flag was the only guy hustling back. His teammates didn't help him.
And as Malika reported earlier, Anthony Davis not available for the rest of the game after injuring his groin late in the 2nd quarter. Washington hits the...
We talk about that Golden State defense. 4th in points allowed, 4th in 3-point percentage defense, 4th in steals, not today, 6th in field goal percentage defense. It has not been evidence in the 2nd half.
And they've held more opponents under 100 than anybody in the NBA, but Dallas is almost there right now. 3 minutes gone by in this 4th quarter. We got a kickball last year.
I think part of it is injuries. They played, as the entire league has had, they've played a lot of games without the key players. Steph's missed 9, Jimmy Butler 4, Draymond 6. But part of it also is the turnovers, as simple as that.
Swatted away by Flag, and
Golden State
almost tapped in by
that
Payton.
Should not happen in that situation.
Big possession here for Dallas. Flag takes it himself, and he can't get it, but a foul on Draymond Green on that 2nd try. That's 5 on Green. Misses the 1st. We look at our upcoming national TV schedule. Prime Video.
Starting schedule, 17 road games. As Coop misses both of them. Golden State has the potential to very much be a force in this Western Conference the rest of the way. A healthy Golden State.
And Steve Kerr believes that they will get there. Here's a 3 from Podziemski that won't go. And Flag lost the ball. Jackson Davis in his 3rd season out of Indiana. Curry coming to get it after inbounding it. Shot clock down to 5. Curry driving, fakes the pass, scoop, and he was fouled. He'll go to the line where he's set. Now 8 of 8, 19 points for Steph Curry. 17th NBA season, gets them both. He's up to 20. He's the first Warrior to hit the 20-point mark, and they're back up double digits. This despite missing their last 10 3-pointers. They continue to have a lead of 11. PJ Washington inside, in and out, 1 and done for Dallas again. On the switch, Washington has to deal with Curry, who gets past him. Podziemski wide open. 3 will not fall. 11 straight misses from behind the arc.
Yeah, 1 for 10 in the 3rd quarter from 3.
Wow, Payton blocked that one. Got way. Comes on the floor each time. Just 1 basket for Thompson. Make it 2 as he hits the long 2. 9-point game again.
You would have to have a very short memory to not cheer for Klay Thompson in this building.
Well, last year when he played his first game here, they had all the captain hats for Thompson, who won 4 championships here with the Warriors. Now in his 2nd season with the Mavs, 35 years old. Shot clock down to about a half a second. Ball pinballs, and Thompson then slaps it to Flag. Nearing 7 minutes to go. Flag attacking, blocked by Jackson Davis.
Goaltending still be on the way up, although it's a little easier looking at slow motion sitting over here.
And a timeout by Steve Kerr. The timeout that'll drive Steve Kerr nuts. Brandon Williams finish and a foul. The closest the Mavs have been.
Any team in this league today, they're gonna pay on the other end a live ball turnover. There's such an emphasis on getting down the floor quickly and taking that open 3. Turnovers are death.
But that's another missed free throw, the 6th of the game, and a 5-point deficit for Dallas nearing the midway point of the 4th quarter. And the shot clock down to 5. Butler driving. Podziemski in the corner with 2 to shoot. Gafford closing, and a foul is coming up on Monday Night Football on ESPN and ESPN Deportes. Big one begins 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, and the data-driven alt-cast available on ESPN2.
Subtle but critical mistake right there. The closeout too far. He points to pay by the Gafford mistake.
Thompson can't knock it down. Rebound, Pajemski. Dallas just 4 for 12 from three-point range. Butler drive and kick. Melton gets deep, goes to the right hand, and the putback is good from Jackson Davis. On the other end, Williams again able to get to the rim and draw.
Point line, they were 11 for 27. They are now 12 for 45, shooting 27%. 1 for 18.
Dallas has done a really good job in terms of identifying young talent that hasn't been drafted, because you got Brandon Williams, Najee Marshall, and Ryan Nembhard, all major factors this season and today. All undrafted players.
Yeah, let's put that in the positive column for Nico Harrison.
Harrison relieved of his duties as the Mavs GM recently. Matt Riccardi, Michael Finley are the co-GMs on an interim basis. Butler's three hit the side of the backboard. He had to put it up with a shot clock at 1.
Right on his back. That was a tough shot to have to take. Mismatch inside if they want to go there.
Christie knocked away for a moment by Moody. Good hands by Moody. That disrupts the flow. Christie from the foul line able to settle down and bury it.
Time for offensive execution down the stretch. That usually means number 3-0 is going to get the shot.
You got Marshall on him on the switch. Now Washington comes to help. Jackson Davis gets the pass, kicks it out with a shot clock at 7. Curry with 3, step back, puts it up, in and out. He's 1 for 9. Offensive rebound though for the Warriors. Now Melton blows by Thompson, missed the layup, but a blocking foul. And that's the 3rd on Marshall, 3rd team foul. Free throws for Melton.
Dallas on the floor because Steve Kerr knows Golden State needs some stops to secure this win.
Right, so you got 4 terrific defenders on the floor right now for Golden State. Williams able to hang and finish. 24 points for Brandon Williams.
Not sure Steve would agree with our assessment of the 4 terrific defenders right now.
Great timing on that comment. Curry weaving through traffic. Working around to Green. Curry coming back to get it. Instead, the backdoor feed and the slam by Payton. That was gorgeous basketball.
And Draymond Green, realizing that his shot wasn't there to this point, passed up on the shot and ends up with the big assist.
55 bench points for Golden State. Half their total coming from the reserves. Christie fires. Can't get a 3.
A really quality closeout by Draymond Green to pressure the shot.
Curry hits the step-up 3 off the bounce, his 2nd.
And as usual, Steve Kerr, 100% right.
First team all-defense last year. Christie blew the layup. That was a good play out of the timeout, but bad execution. By the way, it's the 9th time Draymond Green has been named to one of the all-defensive teams. Only 5 players in NBA history have had 10 or more all-defensive selections. Curry on the scoop, wouldn't fall. And Dallas secures it. They got within 5 about 3 minutes ago. They're back within 9 off the flag dunk. His 25th point.
When a guard goes to the basket and doesn't finish, that leaves your backcourt exposed. Steph was unable to company for a young guy.
Out of the timeout, the Warriors with excellent execution. They get the layup. Payton to Butler inside. Lead back to 11 inside, 3 minutes to go. Butler now 14 points, 9 assists, 8 rebounds on 8 shot attempts. Does have 2 turnovers on the offensive fouls. Flag working on Melton, and boy, as he continues to get stronger, it feels like he has over the course.
He does. There's no question. He's very strong. The defense was decent, but you combine that with his size, and he does have a shooter's touch. Very hard to defend.
He's got 27. Butler on the face-up. They'll double him. Shot clock at 3, and Butler fouled. They did have...
Look out.
Great play by Butler to keep it alive, and then Melton gets that one to fall in the lane.
2 minutes left in the
33 assists for the Warriors in the game. Dallas going to have to start taking some threes, and they got to make them. They're just 4 for 13 for the game. Flagg has that one sail over the backboard on the miss. It'll be Golden State ball.
That would make a big difference. But again, we're seeing evidence of it. Talk about Kyrie, we talk about all the other guys. They're not going anywhere without Anthony Davis, David.
And he got hurt in the second quarter and did not return with a groin injury. Curry misses, but cleaned up inside by Payton, and that might do it with 90 seconds to go. Golden State seeking just its second 3-game win streak of the year. The other came in mid-November. They would get it if they can close this out. Washington with the follow jam.
Washington Jr.
A foul call on Dallas. The college football playoff continues with quarterfinal. First round games were on site. Now they go to neutral sites for the quarters, semis, and championship. Nearing 1 minute to go here in San Fran. Golden State up 13. Flagg finds Washington for another dunk.
Lest you forget, he's a good passer also. In traffic, off the dribble.
Got 5 assists now to go with 6 rebounds and 27 points. Great balance for Golden State from its bench and starters. 61 points from the reserves, 62 by the starting 5. Shot clock down to 3. Melton for 3. That might be the dagger as DeAnthony Melton looks to the skies if to say, man, I've been trying to get that one to go. He was 0 for his last 15, and he finally got one.
He will.
And Williams.
Well, you talked about the starting 5. How about the 2 5s? What Steve Kerr got tonight from Trace Jackson Davis and Al Horford. Great production.
Al Horford hit 4 threes off the bench when the starters in that first quarter really couldn't do much. Butler has to put it up with time winding down on the shot clock. No good. So Dallas will drop to 12 and 20. And again, the concern is the future of Anthony Davis. Will he be available for the Mavs next game in a couple days at Sacramento? And meanwhile, the Warriors have a